The cultural diversity of the Tech campus has been on full display this week during a set of annual activities. Coming up, we'll have a look at International Week.
The School of Art is a great place to stop off and escape from your daily school schedule. Find out what current exhibit is on display in one of the landmark art galleries next.
And one of the newest members of the National Hockey League is making a big splash in the Stanley Cup Finals this year. MCTV's Ryan Heller will be in with a look at that story and more in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Will Jackson.
And I'm Anthony Rodriguez. Over the last 4 days, the Texas Tech campus has embraced the cultural diversity of students, faculty, and staff through a series of special events.
That's right, Anthony. Starting this past Monday and continuing through this weekend, the Tech community has had the chance to experience new food, customs, and concepts courtesy of the annual International Week celebration. The week continued with events designed to bring the Tech community together to learn about our international peers. On Tuesday, the Office of International Affairs hosted an open house at the International Cultural Center. From 11 to 1, students, faculty, and staff were invited to try international cuisine from local restaurants, tour art exhibits, and learn about the services offered by the Office of International Affairs. P.F. Chang's, Tikka Shack, La Madeleine, and other restaurants offered cultural cuisine for attendees to try.
This is the International Affairs Open House. This is for the second year that we've been doing it. We started it last year. It was a huge success, so we decided to do it again this year. So, like the name suggests, it's opening up our office, inviting our community members and Texas Tech community members to come and see what we do, and also at the same time enjoy the international cuisine that you see around here.
Also housed in the International Cultural Center was an art exhibit featuring photographs taken by students during their study abroad experiences. The Adventures in Study Abroad photography exhibit is currently on display in the ICC's galleries, but the official opening reception for the annual exhibit will be held tonight. The Adventures in Study Abroad and My Hometown kickoff celebration will be held from 5 to 6:30 p.m. in the ICC gallery and foyer. The exhibits include photos taken by study abroad students, along with photos from international students who attend Texas Tech. Tonight's reception will include refreshments and a chance to meet with representatives from the Office of International Affairs. Tonight's event is free and open to the Tech community.
An annual visit from a very special guest yesterday afternoon marked the midpoint of this week's festivities. On Wednesday, International Week continued with an appearance from a camel on Hump Day. The Office of International Affairs was set up in the free speech area by the gazebo with a camel and a baby kangaroo. Representatives from the office talked with students about opportunities available through the office to study abroad. The Camel Visit is an annual event organized by the OIA, and it is one of the more memorable parts of International Week. But the events aren't over just yet. International Week wraps up this Saturday with the annual Worldwide Showcase at the Municipal Auditorium starting at 5 p.m. Various international student groups will take the stage and highlight their culture through storytelling, singing, and dancing. At the end of the event, one group will be declared this year's Worldwide Showcase champion. Saturday's event is scheduled from 5 to 7 p.m. and it is free and open to the public.
International Week may be wrapping up this weekend, but there are still other options to experience culture and diversity here on the Tech campus. One department that often offers a unique escape is the School of Art. Right now you can stop by and view several exhibits, including an installation in the SRO Photo Gallery. Label Green is a series of artistic portraits created by photographer Min Kim Park. The current exhibit includes several images that manipulate the depiction and perception of the female body through the use of other shapes and forms. The images are meant to examine the relationship between the female body and time. Park is an associate professor of art at Purdue University, and her works have been exhibited throughout the country. If you would like to see the Label Green exhibition in person, just stop by the SRO's gallery between now and April 22nd. It looks like we've finally seen a return of spring this week on the South Plains. High temperatures have been staying above 70 degrees, and lows haven't dropped into the 30s since the weekend.
That's true, Will, but the one thing we usually see in the spring that is still missing is rain. And with conditions getting worse each day, we really need some soon. So could there be some changes this weekend? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. It's been a mild and sunny day here on the Tech campus. The MCTV tower cam is currently showing mostly clear skies and temperatures making their way into the 70s. Unfortunately, we're also starting to see an increase in wind speeds, and gusts could reach 40 miles per hour by late afternoon. After sunset, the winds will stick around and temperatures will drop into the upper 40s. We'll also see a return of a few clouds around midnight. Heading into tomorrow, the cloud cover will continue to increase through the morning, and we'll mostly see cloudy skies tomorrow afternoon. Windy conditions will also stick around, with wind speeds staying in the 20s and 30s. Those conditions will keep temperatures a little cooler tomorrow, with highs expected to be only reaching the mid-60s. But heading into tomorrow night, we'll start to see some big changes, with the winds bringing a storm front into the area. There's a high chance of thunderstorms starting just before sunset, and those chances will continue throughout the night. We'll also see more wind and low temperatures in the 50s. On Saturday morning, a few storms will stick around the area, but chances of rain will decrease after sunrise. After that, Saturday should be a nice mild day with highs in the mid-60s and lots of sunshine. Winds should also be much lighter, and they'll decrease into the evening. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies, and temperatures will drop back into the low 40s. Heading into Sunday, partly cloudy conditions will stay in the forecast, along with a return to 70-degree temperatures. We can expect a light breeze early in the day, but beyond that, winds will still be very light. On Sunday night, temperatures will fall again into the 40s, and winds will stay light. On Monday, sunshine and slightly warmer conditions should make for a great start to the week, and highs are predicted to reach the mid-70s. And a slight breeze will stay in the forecast throughout the day. After sunset, temperatures should stay mild with the low in the 50s and clear skies. Tuesday will bring a continuation of a warming trend, with temperatures forecast to climb just below 80 degrees. The day will start with clear skies, but clouds will increase heading into the late afternoon. On Tuesday nights, we'll see an overcast skies and a slight chance of rain. Low temperatures will drop into the upper 40s, and wind speeds will increase near midnight. The cloudy conditions will continue into Wednesday, and that will keep temperatures a bit cooler during the day. Highs on Wednesday should only reach the mid-60s, and winds will be breezy. Overnight, the clouds will move out of the area, and we should see a return of clear skies. The temperatures will again fall into the upper 40s, and breezy conditions will stick around through the evening. Looking ahead, another warming trend will return to the area to end the week, along with more gusty winds on Thursday.
Texas Tech softball and baseball are both in action at home this weekend, and the NBA playoffs are heating up.
MCTV's Ryan Heller joins us in the studio with a look at those and more stories in sports. Ryan?
Thanks, Anthony and Will. Texas Tech softball hopes to bring their 8-game losing streak to an end as they take on the Iowa State Cyclones this weekend. First pitch is set for 3 tomorrow, 4 on Saturday, and noon on Sunday. Games will be here at Rocky Johnson Field. On the other side, Texas Tech baseball has won 4 straight and are now ranked number 4 in the country. The last win came against New Mexico on Tuesday, beating them 20-9. Cody Farhat went 3 for 6, scoring 4 runs. Grant Little went 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Josh Young lit it up, going 5 for 5 with 8 RBIs, scoring 4 runs. They will take on Oklahoma this weekend here at Dan Law Field. First pitch is set for 6:30 tomorrow and at 2 for Saturday and Sunday. If you can make it to the games, tomorrow and Sunday's games will be on Fox Sports Southwest Plus, and Saturday's game will be on Fox Sports Southwest. In NBA news, the Cleveland Cavaliers evened up the series and beat the Indiana Pacers 100-97. The Utah Jazz also evened up their series as they came from behind to defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder 102-95. The Houston Rockets went up 2-0 in their series as they blew out the Minnesota Timberwolves 102-82. Chris Paul had 27 points and 8 assists. James Harden was a little off, but still had 12 points and 7 assists. Gerald Green was the X factor, coming off the bench with 21 points and 12 rebounds. As for the rest of the NBA playoffs, the Miami Heat host the Philadelphia Sixers at 6 on TNT. The Portland Trail Blazers host the New Orleans Pelicans at 8 on NBA TV. And the San Antonio Spurs face the Golden State Warriors at 8:30 on TNT and Fox Sports Southwest. Speaking of the Spurs, we hope everyone sends their thoughts and prayers to the Popovich family, as Spurs coach Greg Popovich's wife passed away yesterday. We send our goodbyes to Erin Popovich. May she rest in peace. Now, there is some pretty big news going on in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the NHL. This summer, the Vegas Golden Knights, an expansion team, was just getting into the world of the NHL. Not many people took them seriously. In fact, their odds of making the Stanley Cup Finals or even winning it was 500-1. 7 months later, they are doing what no one but the people of Las Vegas thought they would do. They are a number 1 seed in the playoffs and just defeated the LA Kings in a 4-0 sweep. They also became the first team to sweep a playoff series in their inaugural season. Well, they are certainly the biggest story in hockey right now, and hope for the story to get bigger as they will face the San Jose Sharks in the next round. That's all for sports. Back to you, Will and Anthony.
Thanks, Ryan. The end of the school year is right around the corner, and that means that there are several special events that will be happening between now and the beginning of May.
That's right, Anthony. And one of those events features a combination of West Texas legends on stage for what might be a once-in-a-lifetime performance. Tonight, the Office of the President is hosting the annual Lubbock Lights concert in the Sub-Allen Theater. The Lubbock Lights event features several legends of West Texas music who return home to talk about their careers and share stories from their experiences. The event is also a chance to recognize the musical heritage of the South Plains. This year's performance features 3 special guests: Lloyd Maines, Jimmy Dale Gilmore, and Amanda Shires. All 3 performers grew up right here in Lubbock and kicked off their careers in the Hub City. You can catch all 3 together tonight at 7 p.m. And best of all, it's free for all students with a Tech ID.
So, Will, you going to stop by tonight's Lubbock Lights concert?
You know, man, I really want to, but, it sounds really awesome. I've got a 6 o'clock class I have online that, I just can't get around. I need that to graduate. I wish it will be a really cool concert. You going to try to make it out, or?
Nah, I got training to do.
I got you, man.
That's it. But anyway, thanks. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.